Hey, do you want a fun and colourful house built on a dock at the edge of the water for your survival builds? Well, I think you might just be in luck as I have the perfect tutorial just for you. So sit back and relax and I'll show you just how to build this colourful little dock house for your survival worlds. So the first thing you'll notice as we come in here, I have already built up the docks. Now this is because we just extend this out from your land and it can be as long or as short as you would like. It is 7 wide here, and then if we fly down, the stripped spruce pillars, they come 3 high above the waterline, and then they extend all the way down to the ocean floor, wherever it is on your world. This one here happened to be quite deep. In between those pillars we have just a few fences scattered around for a bit of detail, and on the edges I've replaced some of the spruce planks with upside down spruce stairs, again adding a bit more variation. The dimensions though that you need to worry about is the large square area here at the end of the pier. Now this is 11 by 8. And this is where our house, a little fishing house, is actually going to sit. Then the next thing I've done is I've laid out the dimensions for each part of the build here, and I will fly up and take a screenshot so you have it saved if you want to do so. But essentially all this is, the blue and white is going to be the main structure of the building, mostly made up with cyan colour blocks. We have the green and yellow mostly coming up with yellow blocks, and then we have the orange and grey, which is going to be more orange colour blocks. There will be a little different bit on the roof as well, but for the main layout this is what we are working with. Starting off with the middle blue section, we're going to take stripped warped stem, warped warp block, and then throw in some warp planks as well. These want to go 5 high, and the way we're going to do that is bring up these ones by 5 like so. But at the top we're actually going to want to have a couple of layers of the warp blocks and then have them come down like something like that to make a bit of a gradient. And we're going to throw in some warp planks here and there just again to make it a little bit different. And we're going to do 5 high all the way around. Then we're going to turn our attention to these yellow and green blocks. On this little side section we're going to use yellow terracotta and oak planks, and these are going to come up by 2 high. Once again you can build these up and then add the texture and gradient later on. I'm going to do it this way like so. And then at the front on this here is going to be our entrance. We want these to go up by 3, so 1, 2, 3, just like so. And once again adding in that texture with our oak planks, something like that. Then keeping your yellow blocks, we're actually going to add in the top roof section. So come 1 block in from this right hand side here and come 3 along with your yellow blocks and bring those 3 high like that. Then we're just going to do the same here, bring it back by 2 like that, and this is going to be a 3 by 3 box. Then we can add in the texture with the oak planks like we did below. Then last but not least we have one more section here for the orange. We're going to use stripped acacia logs with acacia planks. These are going to go 3 high. So we can do the same technique we've done before, bringing those logs up. And then replacing some of those with the acacia planks, just to give that little bit of texture. One thing to note just before we get to working on the roofs is this little corner section here. This should be cyan on top of this orange here, just to give that little bit of a finish to that building. Then as we have completed the main structures, we're going to work on the roofs, and we're going to start off with this orange section here, which is going to use some crimson colours for the roof, and that's also going to be used at the top, and then the rest is going to be dark oak. So coming to the very left and round to the back side here on the water side, we're going to use a crimson slab right there on the top half of that block, and then one on front. We're going to use a temporary block there, break that away, and that's going to come along by 2 and then 1. Come to the side, place a block on that edge and then bring it all the way along. Turn on that edge there and then bring it up half a block like so. Then we're going to do a slab on the 2 corners with 3 crimson planks in the centre. Turn and do 2 crimson planks this time with a slab on that corner. On the side we're going to do a slab in the middle, trapdoors either side with a trapdoor right in the centre like so. Coming up to the top section we're going to add a crimson roof here on top of the yellow tower. So we're going to do a crimson slab, then a trapdoor with a slab, and the same on all 4 sides. Then we're going to do a crimson slab in the corners with a plank in the centre, another plank in the middle, slab on top of that with crimson trapdoors going around these 4 sides, and that is that roof done as well. So for the rest of the roofs we're going to use a mixture of dark oak planks, slabs and trapdoors. We're going to start off with this entrance way here, so come in with 2 dark oak planks in the centre, dark oak slab on the top half of that block, and then the bottom half of those planks like that. Some more slabs on the sides with trapdoors on the edges here and here. Moving on to the side, on top of this smaller yellow section here, we're going to add in 2 dark oak planks to the centre again. 1 on the corners, then 1 in front, This time now 1 round the edges like that, and then 2 on the bottom half of those planks. Moving back round to this side, we're going to do a dark oak plank in the centre, a slab on top there, a slab to the side, to the front and into the very middle, and that is that section of the roof complete. Then finally up to the main roof, and this time we're going to come to this side here of the cyan. We're going to do 2 dark oak planks with 2 dark oak slabs coming out from the top half. Dark oak slabs on the tops of those with 1 coming out the edges like that, and then bring those 1 out from the build. Then you can follow these lines all the way back, so bringing your slabs all the way across like so, there, and then we have the 2 planks again, slabs on top, slabs there, join them all the way up along the sides like so. Then we can do some dark oak trapdoors here and there on the full blocks just to give that little bit more detail. Structure and roof complete, we need to add in some windows and some doors. Come to the very front here, and where the yellow blocks are, we're going to punch away the 2 in the middle and any blocks that may be behind it. Then add 2 jungle doors to the front and then 2 jungle trapdoors above those. Come up to the top tower and punch away the block in the centre. Place a orange stained glass pane with a jungle trapdoor above it. Fly round to the right hand side, and the 2 centre blocks exposed there, punch those away and place in your orange stained glass pane. This time add a jungle slab and a jungle trapdoor. To the back now, we want to do the same in the tower, punch away the centre block, orange stained glass pane, jungle trapdoor in the centre, down until your orange section, and once again the 2 middle blocks need to go, anything that is behind that as well, orange stained glass panes with a jungle slab and a jungle trapdoor. Next thing you might want to do is add in a spruce fence going around the whole build. So starting from around here, you can do all of your pier if you'd like, but taking these spruce fences, you want to bring it all the way around to these exposed edges of our dock area. For an extra bit of detail on the exterior, we're going to use jungle signs. We want to come in and place them in places like this to make it look like little boards to cover up holes and cracks in the building that has been placed over time. Now, I wouldn't add too many of these, just a few here and there to add that effect. And then the finishing touches, as always, we're going to add in a few barrels and chests. I'm just going to put a couple of barrels here with a chest on top. Then over here as well, I'm going to add in some oak leaves, add a little bit of greenery there. Coming around to the other side, again we have a little bit of a gap, we can add in some more leaves like that. Then to finish things off, we just have the interior, and it is quite a small space, but I have managed to get some back by removing some of the cyan here to match up with the exterior walls. And what we're going to do is start off with the kitchen here on the left hand side. So take a smoker, place it in the very centre with 2 cobblestone walls, a cauldron to the left, a granite slab there and there, and 1 to the left of that. Fill the cauldron with water with a tripwire hook above. On this right hand side, 2 iron blocks with an iron door right there as our fridge freezer. Then 2 barrels above our fridge like so, a little flower pot with an azalea bush in the corner, and a lantern to the left hand side. Turning around now to the right hand side for our living area, we're going to do 3 ladders in the very centre like so. 3 dark oak stairs are wrapping around as a corner sofa, a flower pot with an azalea bush and azalea leaves on top. Then we're going to create a second floor, so taking spruce trapdoors, we're going to come to the top half of this block here and bring those all the way along, obviously missing out the gap made by the ladder right there, and these should be in line with the top half of our barrels. Before we head upstairs though, pop a little painting above your sofa, and that is the living space and kitchen all complete. As we head up the ladder to the upstairs, I'm actually going to change out this wall here and move the window up, so you can take your glass panes, take your blocks and replace those there with the glass panes on the top and adding in some more blocks at the bottom. That means in front of this now we can add in a little bookshelf with a oak slab and a couple of sea pickles on top. 2 ladders there, and that way we can get up into this tower and take a look out of this little window. On this side we're going to add in our bed, any colour you would like, with a barrel and a lantern on top. Little painting above the bed and 1 more right there, just to give this place a nice homely feel. And there we go, the build is now complete, the exterior is finished, the interior has been completed, and the house is ready to move into. I hope this helps you in your survival worlds and is a bright and colourful house for you to live in and show off to your friends. If you liked the video and if you liked the build, then please go down and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more like this one, and once again thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, bye bye.